Ever so slightly. White flags in the air.
And it's Johnson to the outside of Hamlin.
Now that could be big.
Hamlin is going to have to deal with Jimmy.
You're fine, bud.
Rudeman gets bumped by Boyer. And here we come to the flag, and wild thing, Kyle Busch dominates in Bristol. With Hamlin second, Johnson third, Gordon and Kane the top five.
And Kyle Busch will be stickering all the way to victory circle.
How about the Coach Gibbs there?
1-2.
1-2 finish.
Thanks, Jeff. Way to go, boys. Way to bring it.
You know, it's way too young in his career
things.
to call Kyle Busch the dominator, but when he wins, he just really tends to put a whipping on the field.
And what I was curious, you know, last year had a phenomenal year. Sometimes kids will come into this sport and they'll have a phenomenal year. The question I've had all along is, can he continue to do that? Is he going to be that consistent for a long period of time? That's the mark of a champion.
It is the first time Kyle has won more than once at one racetrack, in scoring his 14th career victory. Second win here in 9 races. Of course, he won here March in '07. First time we ran the Car of Today chassis here. And it's his third top 3 finish of 2009.
So I think it's safe to say that no one has visited Victory Lane more in 2009 than Mom and Pop Busch. 3 consecutive weekends for them.
That's right.
And that kid just is he raced 800 laps this weekend. 300 yesterday, 500 today.
In the last 2 Bristol races, last summer and today, he's led 792 of 500 laps.
But like Darrell said, this is a rerun of 2008. The question will be, got a long way to go. Can they continue that into those 10 chase races?
I think they learned a lot, Larry. I think the team did. I don't think he had to learn that much. I think the team did. I think you got to lose one to learn how to win one.
And as you mentioned, Darrell, he's also won 2 Camping World Truck races and a nationwide race this year to go with his 2 Sprint Cup victories.
He's on pace to beat the record he set last year with the 21 victories in all 3 series.
Well, he's somewhat repeating his brother's victory lap from last week. He's just doing it nose first.
Well, we're at Bristol. This was always a special track to Alan Kulwicki. There's a grandstand here named for Alan. And this is what Alan self-described as the Polish victory lap. Window net down, facing the fans, and saluting them for coming out here and supporting all these drivers.
In 1992, we all stood here in tears as Alan Kulwicki's hauler left here that day, that sad day, when Alan and some of his crew members lost their lives in an airplane crash here at the Tri-Cities.
Yeah, they were coming back from an appearance in Knoxville, and Kulwicki, the reigning champion of the series, was lost to us. So nice to see that touch from Kyle Busch as now he pulls toward victory lane. Matt?
And a 1-2 finish in overtime for the JGR cars. Denny Hamlin, so describe your car much better on the longer run than the short run, which is what we ended up with.
Yeah, we just had that. We had a long run car. We didn't have that short run car, and there were about 200,000 FedEx employees that were hoping we were going to get a win today, but we tried to get a win for them. Just came up a little short, but congratulations to Kyle. It's great to get a 1-2 finish for Joe Gibbs Racing, and just can't thank this whole team enough. Good job on pit road all day, solid, and just had a solid car all day. We just had a 3rd place car on short runs, and we had a winning car on the long run, just never got it.
And they're going on to Martinsville, a place they had a great year 1 year ago. Krista?
Well, last fall, Kyle Busch led 415 of 500 laps and did not win the race. He has been here in Bristol Victory Lane before, but he's also been the best car that did not win the race. Kyle Busch takes a breath and climbs out of the victorious number 18. As he celebrates with his crew. Celebration becoming familiar for this young man. Kyle, I gotta ask, did last fall flash into your head at all, knowing you were the dominant car then and didn't win? Did you think of that?
It's pretty awesome, you know. This is just, they're a little late, but oh well. You know, this is just awesome. You know, we should have won here last fall. We should have won here yesterday. We've had so many great nationwide cars here too. We just keep messing up on pit road, but I just want to thank Snickers, M&M's, Sprint, Interstate Batteries, Toyota, NOS Energy Drink, Marquee Jets. Of course, thank the fans. You know, they're great for being here too. And so it's just an overall great day. You know, the car handled well. We made some adjustments to it. Steve was good on pit road. Guys were great on pit road today. So really came out.
Well, you mentioned yesterday, one thing you've said that's different about you this year is you've learned to take some bad days and kind of salvage something, not let them haunt you. Do you feel that today?
Well, I didn't do so good yesterday of keeping my emotions in check, but you know, this is a little bit of redemption here. You know, this place probably owes me a few, but you can never ask a racetrack to pay you back. You just got to go out there and keep working at it and keep trying to do what you know how to do, and that's to win races. And fortunately today we had a good enough car. We were up there and we had a car to take the shot at winning this thing, and here we are in victory lane. So it's awesome.
With the Cup wins, the truck wins, and the duel, you've won something every weekend. Steve.
All right, thanks, Krista. With Jimmy Johnson, third place finish, a place where you've never won, but I guess the improvement continues. And talk about this day specifically.
Yeah, what a day for us. Truthfully, I wish we had another 500 laps to go. I feel great and really getting rhythm of this racetrack and understanding what I need to do and how to lead Chad in adjustments. So I really have to thank Chad and Greg Ives and our engineering staff sitting me down a couple weeks ago to look at this racetrack and what I really need here. And I made my wish list, and they gave me what I needed. So it's just a great day for the Lowe's Cobalt Tools and Paula. I want to thank all the employee owners at Lowe's for supporting us, and all the fans for the 48. Great day here. I know we gave the 48 fans something to cheer for today.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Man, you keep
A dominating performance by Kyle Busch. Close but no cigar once again for Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane. But how about Montoya with his second career top 10 on a short track, and Marcus Ambrose?
We talked about him a lot in the late stages of the race. Down a cylinder, hung on for a top 10. Darryl.
That's pretty impressive, really, when you have engine trouble and get his top 10 out of it. And Kurt had trouble early on and got in the back of a car and messed the front end up. Carl kind of rebounds, gets to 15th place. And look at Allmendinger, Larry, 16th place, going to Martinsville. Pretty comfortable.
He's locked in.
Pretty comfortable.
Looks like we talked about Joey Logano. It looks like he may hang on to a spot in the top 35 and not have to qualify on time when we get to the paperclip next week.
Looks like the real winner on that top 35 situation. Unofficially, a team that came in here not locked into the top 35. They're going to leave here 35th will be Eric Almirola in the 8 car. They came in here outside the top 35.
And add to that, Mark Martin will be in the top 35 and not have to qualify on time. So here is the danger zone, as we call it. Everyone above the red bar at Martinsville is locked into the field. Everyone below the red bar will have to qualify on time, and this will change week to week with this year's Sprint Cup point standings.
And Travis Quapple had that good run today, finished up there in the top 20, and sadly they may not be at Martinsville with that 28 car unless sponsor comes their way.
Lots more to come from Bristol Motor Speedway. After Kyle Busch's dominating win, he led 378 laps today. Stick around. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.